Zalete, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you. Oh, for how long will it take Africans to wake up? Because the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, for these few years that they have come into office, they have made us to see a lot of things that were buried underground that we usually not see or heard of. But still, you find the African finding it difficult because it is not somebody outside of the skin type. But finally, today, after everything that is happening in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, specifically Mali, Macron has just decided to let the cat out of the bag. That Africans, you expect them to come here and protect you. What have you done for them? That they are in Africa for their interests. So if you are expecting them to come and fight these T groups, you should wake up. They are not here to make sure you are protected. It is not their responsibility. They come here for their interest. So if the T groups activities will continue to be happening for them to be getting what they want, do you expect them to stop that? Do you? That yes, we might have something in common like climate change and other things, unemployment and other things, but that is not their responsibility. So those of us with the mentality that these people are the ones that need to come here to do things for us, and you wake up and change your mentality. And the truth is what Macron has said. Africans expect people to come here and do things for us. But this is the message Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso leaders always preach. And you expect them to admit that they are the ones that are causing you pain. You expect them to admit that they are the reason to which you are having destabilization everywhere, because whatever that is happening is benefiting them. It is their interest. When they are chasing after a leader with democracy in Africa in the name of what? That it is now left unto you to decide whether what he has said is true or not, whether you should obey it. Like the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso rose to fight against whatever narrative they are giving to you, the African, yet you believe that because they claim democracy allows you to kill just a single day to show the world that you have elected a leader which you have never elected. You think that's the best for you. We haven't even sat down for once to ask ourselves, for all these years we've practiced this system, what benefit have we achieved? Why are these people always pushing democracy on us? Like sometimes we ask ourselves, why is it that these people are always giving us democracy, giving us the Bible, the Quran, yet they don't give us anything? Like he said, it is not their duty to do that. If you continue to be holding on to Bible, leaving your gold and the diamond and the silver, and they are coming for it, that's your head.
Also see this transformation through because we have interest to defend. And I think that when we talk about Africa, it must be said clearly because it is much better when said.
We are not going to create the common good. We have common challenges. Climate change is a common challenge.
Try to ensure that African youth find a future. I would say that is a common challenge because it will also be our problem if we don't succeed. But we will defend interests. And that's a reciprocal and balanced partnership. It's not about treating people like fools. We don't say we're coming to your place because we're going to do good for you in your place because you're not capable of knowing what's good for you, thinking it or doing it. No. We come to defend our interests, and we do so respectfully with the interests of the African countries where we are.
Family, you heard very well. He says they come to Africa just to protect their interests. The rest they don't care about. If there is an African who listened to this video and understood nothing, they are called to disappear from this world. Yes, you can clearly see that the AES is right. You can clearly see that the AES is right now. Macron here tells us that they come to Africa just to protect their interests. The rest they don't care about. They won't do anything for us, just for their own interests. That's why at one point they said no, that their satellites saw in Mali that the security forces were committing abuses. Their satellite is not capable of detecting terror groups. You see how the white man manipulates our minds. Do you understand very, very well? He clearly says here that they come to Africa just to protect their interests. So, I would like to tell you something. To all the countries that have foreign military bases in your lands, understand this message very well. They are not there to protect you. They are not there for you. They are just there to protect their interests. You see, that His Excellency Captain Ibrahim Traoré is right. I told you that IB is a prophet. God sent us to come and protect Burkina Faso. You heard Emmanuel Macron. He clearly said that they come to Africa just to protect their interests. They do not come for anything else. They do not come to protect you. So, I would like to call on you here, to all the countries that have French, American military bases and so on, understand this message. Listen very carefully to this message. It is Macron himself who says it. They come just to protect their interests. Apart from their interests, they don't care about you at all. You are nothing but their interests. When they no longer have their interests, they leave completely. They don't care about your life. Whether you eat or not, they don't care at all. That's why the AS decided to sweep them away. That's why the AS decided to turn off the tap to those imperialists. You heard very, very well. You listened to it and you heard it. You listened very well. So you are African. You are watching this video. If you didn't understand anything from Emmanuel Macron's message, you are not worthy of living in the world. No, it's clear and straightforward. He made us understand very well that they only come for their own interests. It's normal. It's normal. The white man has never liked the black man. The white man doesn't come to Africa to look at your beautiful eyes. No, it's because we have natural resources. Do you think they come because you are beautiful? Do you think they come with their bases because you are beautiful? To look at your beautiful faces? No. Shibasra, it's because you have natural resources. If you don't have natural resources, they will never come. They will never come. Ask all those who have their military bases in Africa why they don't have their military bases all over European countries, because there's nothing to do there. Because they do not have natural resources. Understand this very well.
Because you have every right, you have the intelligence to know what is good for you, what you should be chasing after. Because they cannot ask you to have all these things and they will go hungry. But you find these leaders in Africa who still make sure they do the bid of these people. And you find the youth in Africa who's supposed to know best in this our generation with the information available, still singing the songs of these same people. One thing you need to know, if they're going to give you this information to make you lose trust and be chasing after the resources and they will come for it, that's your headache. They have decided to win you in another angle and defeat you when it comes to, because this is a survivor. They are doing everything to survive. But you, the African, you have been brainwashed to the point that no matter how much they try to hit you up, you don't want to. You believe that these people are your saviors who should come here and set you free. Captain Ibrahim Traore, Simiweta Abdurrahmani Channel, two generals always make it clear to us. As Africans, you need to rise and fight for yourself. And always I tell you, they said, a borrowed garment can never keep you warm. And even if we haven't seen anything, look at what happened in the Middle East, whereby even the Gulf states came out openly to tell the world how they were abandoned. And you still find Africans who are defending, just because they believe that they are Christians, they are still defending, they are defending, but we are not ready to learn anything. That is the saddest part of it all. Whatever move they make in Africa is for their interest. So if you will be sitting down, not using the box that is in your head, and then you follow them blindly and you kick out your leaders, that one is not their problem. And I love the sincerity in his speech. And this is the hard truth that the African need to learn from. We are waiting for people like, when the attack happened in Mali on the 25th of April, you hear these brainwashed Africans, these mentally enslaved ones coming out to tell you, yes, Russia has failed us. This is the time for us to go back to the West. The African will never say, this is the time for me to build myself. We are taught to be dependent, and that is the reason to which the African today will let go of the land, the resources, the everything, simple because the African think that I will die and go and be sitting somewhere, I'll just command food to come. Africans are lazy. That is how we are programmed. But in reality, the Africans that came before us, our forefathers that we said they are primitive, understand what life is all about. And They were never ready for slavery. And that was why they fought. But we are ready for slavery. We are ready to be lazy for the rest of our lives. And that is why we don't want to fight for nothing. All you think about is the 99 or 97 virgins you get. How can you just allow yourself to be manipulated this way? And when we try to open our eyes, you find us saying, no, when it comes to politics, do it. When it comes to religion, these are all things they are using to fight against you. There is nothing that they left for you that is good for you. So if they have left it for their interest and you continue to hold on to it and they are taking what they want, you expect them to leave it and come and protect you. They can never protect you. Macron is right. Nobody can protect us in Africa. If we are not ready to fight, to defend ourselves, to protect ourselves, we shouldn't be expecting people to come here to do anything for us. Are we handicapped? Well, let's ask you. This is the hard truth. And the most painful thing is, Africans, especially with the youth, do not want to go to places that we can learn to emancipate ourselves. We are talking about Nigerian jollof, Ghanaian jollof, which African women like the back size, unnecessary things. And these are the people who claim they are civilized, they are educated, they are not primitive like their ancestors. I pity us. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world. In Europe and in France.